A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a really quick recipe. This is some cubed pork loin. You could probably use tenderloin, but this is pork loin roast. And we're going to make some barbecue pork bites. So real easy and simple. I'm going to take some barbecue seasoning that I have, and we're going to put it on these, and then we're going to put them in a skillet. So you can use any barbecue seasoning. Moisture got to it, so it's like stuck in there a little bit. Any barbecue seasoning that you prefer. And so that's what I'm doing now. And I'm trying to toss these with this seasoning. And then I'm going to set them in the fridge for a couple of minutes and kind of let the flavors kind of go in there together. Let me get some more of this out of here because I'm going to coat it really well. You only need a few tablespoons, but I want to make sure it gets good and coated. And this is a sugar mesquite type based flavor. So if that's not something you like, you might need to kind of shop around for the barbecue seasoning you prefer. But like I said, I'm fixing to stick these in the fridge and we're going to chill them. And then when we come back, I'll have these in the skillet and cooking. And then we're going to do one last thing to them before we put them on everybody's plate and serve them. All right, see you back here in a few. Okay, y'all. So this sat in the fridge for probably over 10 minutes. I wanted to make sure that it was good and covered and soaked in really well. Pork is a lot like chicken breast. It will cook up pretty quickly, especially boneless pork. So I don't suspect I'll be sitting here over the stove very long. So I'm going to let it cook on the one side, flip it over and cook it on the other side, and then maybe flip it over one more time, make sure it's good and done. And then we're going to brush on some barbecue sauce, and that's it. It's just real easy, quick little recipe. I make a lot of things with pork loin cut up this way, you know, into chunks, and it just works really great. Especially, to me, it's cheaper than chicken, boneless chicken. Especially if you get the pork loin roast. And you can get several meals out of that roast. You can do it, cut pork chops as thick as you want, thin as you want. You can make these chunks out of it. I mean, you can just do anything with it. So it's a really good, versatile cut of meat. So it's worth you looking into in the meat department of the grocery store. It's boneless, so it doesn't have bone in it. It's got just the right amount of fat, and it's cheap. So I'll let this finish cooking, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we took a little detour from the recipe. Instead of brushing the barbecue sauce on while it's in the skillet, I went ahead and drained it. And we're going to put a little bit at a time until we get the sauce consistency that we want. I'm going to do about 2 really good tablespoons. And the only thing you're wanting to do with this sauce is just let it glaze over the meat. You don't want it swimming in it. You don't want any of that. You just kind of want it to touch every piece. And I think that trying to brush it on, as the recipe states, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You stick it in a bowl, make sure it's strained, of course. Then let's just do a couple tablespoons at a time until we get what we want. I'm going to probably just do one more. I don't think it's going to need that much. And you'll take your favorite barbecue sauce. I use Sweet Baby Ray's, sweet and spicy. That's our favorite. But you can use whatever That's all she wants, and that's it. See, it's not really swimming in it. There's not a puddle of it down at the bottom of the bowl. Just a couple tablespoons at a time until you get what you want and how you want it to be. All right, y'all, I'm gonna serve this with some potato salad and some deviled eggs, and that will do it for our dinner tonight. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to work on some just favorite meals of our families that we like, that we enjoy. This one is taco burgers. I got the recipe a long time ago from a neighbor, and ever since then we do it our way, but we've made it and we have it every now and then, and I decided to show y'all the process. I've already cooked 2 pounds of ground beef. I fried it loose just like I would for tacos, and that's basically what you're going to do is use taco meat. Now I'm getting ready to put in the seasoning, which I put in my own sometimes I use packets, just depends. And so we're just going to mix this in. Don't drain it yet, you'll do that after. Mix all this in. And then we're going to pour some water, just enough to cover the meat. So it's not too much, just barely covering the meats. And then I'm going to let this come to a boil, or basically just a rapid kind of boil, not rolling or anything like that. And then we will drain it and the meat will be ready. And meanwhile, I'm going to be putting together some Rotel dip, because the Rotel dip, we drizzle it on top of the meat when it's on our hamburger bun, and then we put some sour cream on that, and that's basically a taco burger. So I've got to get that ready, because we're also going to have tater tots, and we're going to put some of that on the tater tots as well. So I'll be back here once this is drained, and then I'll show you basically the assembly, because it's not going to be the other thing. I mean, you can just figure out for yourself. We're going to use this meat. We're going to use this cheese. You can use Walmart brand, you can use Velveeta, it doesn't matter. This is 1 pound box, and I'm going to add a can of Rotel to it. And then you can do that. Sometimes I do 2 cans of Rotel to 1 pound, or 1, which, you know, whatever. It's your preference. You'd rather have it more tomatoey and spicy, or would you rather have it more cheesy? So I'm just gonna heat it up microwave, and then when all this gets done, I'm gonna show you the assembly. All right, I'll be back here in a few. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. Here's the taco flavored meat. I've got my tater tots ready, and this is a really messy sandwich, so keep that in mind when you make it, but it's so good, y'all, so good. Okay. So what we typically do is we take Rotel, put it on there like this, and then we'll put just a little bit of sour cream. You don't have to, but a little tiny, like about a ½ teaspoon or so, and then this will squish it on down. Really good. And then we take a little bit of the Rotel and we drizzle it over the tater tots too. You don't have to do this, but it's always really good. And you can also put sour cream on it as well too. Okay, that's it. It's a really quick dinner. It's really quick, and it's more like a comfort food. It's really good. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.